on the coach's show screen, so you're not on camera until I say go. 30 seconds. And welcome everybody to the Michigan Women's Hockey Coaches Show. We are remote today due to my wife tested positive for COVID a few days ago, so I had to move to an online format. Thank you, Jenna, for being so kind. And we really hope to return to Regents Field next week. I am completely missing their burger, and I'm not sure when the last time you had one of their wonderful salads was there, but I know
Last
Coach Ned
year.
was. Oh, there you go. Yeah, last year I know Coach Ned was talking about how he really needed a Regents Field salad. So we hope to be back next week. I hope everyone has had a wonderful holiday season, a great New Year for those of us who cheer for the Michigan football team. They gave us a very nice New Year's gift Monday. So that was a fantastic national championship there. And now the Michigan women's team focuses on their quest to get back to nationals and win a championship of their own. Welcome, Coach Tribbiano. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. That win on Monday was pretty exciting, and um, yeah, City in Ann Arbor's buzzing, and can't wait to get back on the ice for practice tonight.
Excellent. Did you have an enjoyable holiday break? Was there anything you got to do anything fun during the holiday?
I think the most exciting part of my holiday was New Year's Day. I got to go to the University of Michigan Alumni Association Central Florida watch party for the Rose Bowl game. So that was really exciting. And Eric Adelson actually extended the invite to me. I was down in Florida. So it was
Very
really,
cool.
really exciting to make the trip and meet some people down there that support our women's ice hockey program. So we obviously got the win in overtime too. But yeah, it was a great time, but really excited to get back on the ice.
Absolutely, absolutely. Appreciate Eric Adelson. He's done tweeted out some things and helped the program. So we appreciate him a lot. Now, before the year ended, there was the Maze Raise fundraiser going on. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and what that means to the program?
Yeah, we our initial goal was $15,000 and we exceeded that goal. Um, Most of that money, if not all of it, will go towards our expenses to the 2024 national tournament in St. Louis. So that will go towards our transportation, so our charter bus, our hotel, our meals, really everything that's ensuring that our athletes get there safely. So we really appreciate everybody's support. I know there was a post on MGO blog. I don't know, Mark, if you were able to see that. But it's really exciting to see the chat around our program and just really feel the support from the community. It's something that as a player I didn't necessarily experience that, but obviously those that support us on social media have been crucial in helping to get the word out about the on ice and off ice success of our program. So I just wanted
Absolutely.
to extend a thank you to everybody that has supported us in 2023 because we did hit our goal for the fundraiser. So
Awesome. Very
very
well done.
exciting.
Very well done. Great to be on MGO blog. I read it a bunch, but I must have missed that. I'm going to have to go back and
I'll
check
send
that
it to
out.
you.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it. So getting back on the ice, taking a look at the first chunk. Michigan finished off the first chunk of the season with 9 wins and 1 tie. They're number 4 in the ACHA rankings. There are 12 games left in the regular season, so things are going to move very, very fast. Those 12 games are going to be completed in just a month and 8 days. So get your opportunities, get out the Yost, check out this team. Michigan will be back in action Sunday, 4 o'clock at Yost Ice Arena as they take on the University of Rhode Island. Special night. It's youth hockey night as well as pie a player or a coach. Do we know, are there any youth hockey teams that have already said they're coming, or is there a procedure if someone has a team that they want to show up on Sunday? Is there a procedure to let people know what's that about?
Great question. We've definitely got some teams already signed up, ready to go. If there's anybody that has any questions, they can reach out to me directly via email. So it's my last name, trubiano@umich.edu. We've got the pie player event afterwards. So it's $10 to pie one player, $15 to pie a coach. So I'll be taking pies for the team. And then
Nice.
it's $20 to pie three players. And we'll have our photographer, Jamie Crawford. She'll be out taking pictures. So we'll have some good content, and hopefully the kids will enjoy getting to interact with our student athletes on, a more personal level. We'll be
Yeah.
signing autographs. So it'll just be a really good event to kick off 2024. Yeah, it's going to be great to get back into Yost and start the year off with a home game.
That's wonderful. And I'm normally packing up after the game, but if anyone really wants to buy a broadcaster, not that I'm important, but I'm willing to take one in the face as well.
I'll donate for that.
There you go. There you go. So really exciting time to get to have the youth in and have that and have autographs and really help build that community, not just here at Michigan, but in Southeastern Michigan with women's and girls hockey. And it's a fantastic time to get to see the players interact with young players, and that just it makes my heart very warm to see the future being so bright for women's hockey.
Yeah, we've got I just had a call earlier today. I don't know if you've been sort of following my social media, but Ice Hockey in Harlem is going to be coming to Detroit this weekend.
Nice.
And Saturday morning, myself and a few of our players are going to go down to Clark Park, weather dependent.
Yeah.
We've got a backup indoor facility depending on the weather because of a potential snowstorm, but we'll be heading down there Saturday morning. It'll be Clark Park, Detroit Pal, Ice Hockey in Harlem, and we'll be on the ice working with these kids.
Yeah.
Something that's really important. And we've got a pretty good group heading down there that's really excited about the event. So there'll be some stuff on social media promoting that. And then those groups will actually be coming to our game on Sunday as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're really excited to be able to work with them. I've been following their organization for probably about 3 years now, but because they've been in Harlem, I haven't really known how to get involved. But it's really exciting that they're coming to Detroit for the first time ever, and that we're able to give back, and our players are excited to give back as well.
That's awesome. That is wonderful. I love to hear about that. And it's just a great thing. I appreciate you folks doing that. And not just reaching out to Southeastern Michigan, but countrywide and worldwide. Michigan hockey team making a difference. That's wonderful. I appreciate that. Looking ahead, let's talk a little bit about Rhode Island coming up on Sunday. Just to give everyone a little bit of a how they're doing this season. They have 5 wins and 8 losses on the season. They have one common opponent so far with Michigan. That would be Niagara. Michigan beat Niagara 3-0. That was at Yost Ice Arena. Rhode Island has lost to Niagara 3 times this season, once at home and twice on the road. They did open versus Penn State, who swept them in a 2-game series. To start the season, Michigan obviously will be traveling to Penn State the first weekend in February. By the way, if you haven't gotten your hotel, get that out there. That should be a great trip. 4 of Rhode Island's 5 wins came off of D2 or Division II opponents, with them beating D2 Assumption University. They beat Roger Williams University twice. They're Division II, and University of Delaware. The only D1 team they've beaten so far is UMass. Not that, a single game, anything can happen. Rhode Island is playing 2 games before, so they're coming down early, and they're playing at University of Michigan Dearborn on Friday and Saturday night. So, by the way, if you want to do any scouting, they'll be at the University of Michigan Dearborn Fieldhouse. And Michigan is we're taking the break and playing on Sunday. So Michigan should be fresher. not having played two games beforehand in the weekend. But Rhode Island gets a chance to shake off the rust and play an opponent, so they might not have any sort of kind of post break lag coming in there. So just a couple things to think about. Rhode Island has very balanced scoring. 12 players have scored multiple goals, 16 with multiple points. Have you gotten to see any tape on Rhode Island yet? Any thoughts that you've seen so far?
I know every team in Division 1 is strong that
Yeah,
we're playing this season, and obviously they beat UMass, who's a top 15 contender almost every year. Very solid program. So um, we know what to expect. We know that the next 6, 7 weeks are going to be a grind because we don't have football games spacing out our schedule.
indeed.
So if anybody were to look at our schedule, you would notice that second semester is a lot more heavy than first semester, and a lot of that has to do with football. So yeah, I think we're going into practice tonight knowing that we had a long break. We've got to get the legs moving, we've got to get puck touches. Ultimately, we know we're a deep team. We've just got to be able to execute no matter what the circumstances are. We've got to be able to put pucks on the net. We've got to protect our defensive zone, play our game, and we're in control of our destiny at this point. We are, we're sitting in the top 5 nationally, and it's our job to win out the rest of the season. That's the expectation. So it starts on Sunday. Honestly, it starts at practice tonight. We had an
Indeed.
optional lift yesterday for the students that were in town. I think we had almost about half the team there, which is pretty good considering some
Nice.
people may not be back on campus yet. But yeah, we're in full work mode. Joe and I have been talking about practice plans and what it's going to look like the next couple of weeks. And yeah, we're just really excited to execute and get the job done.
Is there anything specific that you're going to be looking for Michigan on Sunday to make sure they continue to win and continue to pile up victories?
I'd love to see quick shifts. Obviously, it'll be our first game in for almost 2 months at that point, first league game. Like I said, we have the depth, so that's not necessarily a concern, but getting players back up to speed is going to be the most important. So getting players out there early and often, getting a lot of pucks on net. That's what we're going to be looking for as a coaching staff.
Fantastic. I did want to mention there were a number of different statistics that the ACHA put out coming up to the New Year end. And the way it worked out, the way it shook out, Ponith was just under some of those statistics. So I do want to say that Sandrine Ponith has had a fantastic season, and she should be right in there. But it was like an 8-game cutoff, and she just missed it right there. And I was trying to, because I just thought about it, I was trying to find that as I was looking here, and I failed. But excited to see her back in action, excited to see the team back in action, excited to see what they'll do against a team that we don't get to see often in Rhode Island. It's fun to see those East Coast teams coming in. Their uniforms and players you don't get to see on a yearly basis typically. So that should be a really, really good time, especially with a whole bunch of folks, young folks in the building as youth hockey night. So that'll be fantastic. Now, taking a look coming up, there is going to be travel the next weekend. So Michigan is going to be on the road for the next 6 out of the next 7 games after that. So make sure you get to Yost when you can. Next weekend, 3 big game weekend on the 19th, January 19th. Michigan will be at University of Michigan Dearborn. And then on the 20th, they're going to go up to the Center Ice Arena up at Traverse City, and they'll play Michigan State on the 20th and then Aquinas on the 21st. And that's part of a big women's hockey showcase. There's a bunch of high school teams and there's the college team. So check that out. If you're going to go up there, please make sure you get your hotel soon. Because with all the teams, with all the players and everything, it's a beautiful time to get to Traverse City if we're not under 6 feet of snow. And so make sure you get out there. and check that out. We went 2 years ago, and it was a wonderful event. I know the team is focused on the game on the 14th, but are you looking forward to getting back out onto the road with the team and going back up to Traverse City?
Traverse City will be a good trip. Kelsey Swanson, that's her hometown. So her family, we've been working with her family to make sure we've got our meals covered and that they're meals that the players are going to enjoy. So it's been exciting to work through that. And that facility is pretty great too. I know you've had some Wi-Fi issues there, but hopefully we can work through that. But yeah, that facility is great. It's, I think we're going to be treated pretty well there, just based on what I've heard, and what we've experienced before. So I think last time we played Michigan State there, the whole arena was packed. So it's a great time for women's hockey. So if anybody's up there, I definitely recommend coming out.
Yeah, it is. It's a fantastic and fun to see all the teams kind of out there. And yeah, that Michigan State game was early on a Saturday morning. It was yeah, everyone was there. I think it was standing room only.
So loud. It was so loud.
It was brilliant. Not only that, but it was a fantastic Michigan comeback win, which was great. So lots of great things coming up. You will also be at an event coming up, the 2024 National Girls and Women's in Sport Day on February 10th. You'll be at the Kensington Hotel from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Can you talk a little bit about that? What's that going to be like?
I'd love to talk about it. I connected with Ann Arbor Sports Commission, who's hosting the event, and I was just doing a little bit of research and put my information in online. And Megan Hughes, who she's the director for Ann Arbor Sports Commission, she emailed me, and we connected over coffee, and she brought up this event that she's been working on and thought that I would be a good fit to be on the panel. There's 4 different panels. And I just looked earlier, the website's been updated so that my name is up there.
Nice.
But it's a really great event. All the proceeds will benefit a girls club. So it's going to be really exciting to see who else is able to make the panel and the turnout. Kensington Hotel is a great location. And I think Concordia has actually helped sponsoring the event. So we've got a really broad reach for Washtenaw County. But obviously, if you're in Wayne County or Macomb County, you can come too. But yeah, I'm just really excited because I've been in this area for 10 years, and these are opportunities that I feel like I would have loved to take advantage of when I was a student at Michigan or a young professional. So I'm really excited to be able to give back and use my voice and my platform to educate or influence, whatever I can do to help young girls and young women navigate their athletic career or life after sport. That's what I want to do. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to the event. In Ann Arbor Sports Commission, the way I understand it is it's like a subdivision or a subsector of Destination Ann Arbor, who does
Nice.
a lot of events and a lot of promoting, trying to bring people to Ann Arbor. So I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with that organization. So this will be a really great professional event that's going to be really well run. I'm really excited to be a part of it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be something a little different to break up the hockey season for sure.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. I love seeing that. And yeah, definitely something that we need. And those type of events are wonderful. And I'm glad you're going to be out there sharing your experience and everything you did to try and build up athletics for women. And we appreciate what you do. And you get to share that with more people. That's wonderful. So
thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad it didn't conflict with one of our games as well. So
absolutely, no
that
doubt,
was my biggest
no doubt.
concern. One weekend we have off.
I used to go to the Kensington once a month for a meeting in a employer I work for. I will tell you, their nice brunch or what they have out there is fantastic food as well. So that was the best breakfast I ever had, was getting in there and then listening how the company was doing. So I think we were all eating and drinking the coffee rather than listening, but that's neither here nor there. So
Sounds great.
I did find it. I did want to mention because I want to make sure that Poneth gets the love. So the ACHA tweeted out a couple really great stats throughout, and they did goalie wins, and they had everyone up to 8. And just because we've had just the games we had and everything, Poneth only had at that point 7 wins, so just missed the cut there. But the one was the goals against average, which was limited to at least 8 games. And she would have come in at number 2 if it was less than that. So it was 0.6 was Kenna Borso from University of Michigan Dearborn, who I'm sure we're going to see not this weekend, but next weekend. So she'll be really good. And then right after that should be Poneth, as Sandrine has a 0.99 goals against average, which is just outstanding. 2 fantastic goaltenders at the University of Michigan, but because she had just 7 and not 8 games, she wasn't there. So it goes right to Hannah Stone from Midland, who has a 1.07 goals against average, which is awesome as well. But I wanted to make sure that Aponeth gets the love she deserves, because she has been fantastic. And Johns as well. What a blessing to have 2 amazing goalkeepers on this team.
It's been incredible this year, just in terms of practice planning and just our lineup as well. Playing a really competitive schedule and having 2 goaltenders we can rely on is something that we haven't had. So it'll be interesting even next year too. But yeah, just with our stretch for the rest of the season, next 6-7 weeks, we know we can rely on either goaltender. So yeah, that should be something really positive about the next coming weeks, is just seeing how they develop and step into their roles to help the team.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else about the Rhode Island game, or anything else you want to get into? I know we've been off for a little bit, but
yeah, I'd love to talk about Pia Player a little bit more. So that will take
please.
place after our game.
Yes.
On Sunday in the north lobby of Yost. So puck drops at 4:00. So the event will probably take place around 6:30, 6:45 in the lobby.
Nice.
It should be a pretty quick event. I don't remember who was all at it last year. It seemed like there was a lot going on, which was great.
Yes.
But we'll have players set up with the pie tins and the whipped cream. And if anybody's unable to make the event, but they still wanted to pie myself or pie a player, they can make a donation virtually online. And if anybody has questions on how to do that, they can reach out to me directly via email. Just with how our donation system is set up. I don't see everything that comes through. So
Sure.
It's usually easier for people to contact me first so I can walk them through the process to make sure that if they wanted to pie somebody, if they wanted to pie Coach Joe, but they are not able to make the game, and they still want to make a donation, I can make sure that would happen.
Fantastic. I assume some of that's going to be recorded for social media so people can see the joys of players taking pies to the face.
Yeah, we'll have the photographer Jamie. She'll be out.
Fantastic.
I gave her a heads up, but yeah, we'll have some content for social media as well.
Excellent. And then you said the players were also going to be signing some autographs. Is that going to happen right around the same time, before or after?
Yeah, it should happen around the same time.
Perfect.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure we'll have that whole north end of the lobby. So we've got some posters from the season. We might have some extra t-shirts for sale. As we've talked about, we've transitioned everything mostly into a digital space, where apparel is printed on demand and then shipped. So we don't have a ton of stock, but we might bring some, just because if we're signing autographs, there might be people that would like to have a women's hockey t-shirt to be signed. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I was looking back through some of my pictures when I was a student doing events like this. So it's really cool to see us continuing traditions of interacting with youth programs and giving them a chance to sort of see us as, not just student athletes, but also young women as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, like I said, I have a niece who still has her signed shirt from I think 17 or 18 that the whole team signed for, and she's still
Wow.
it's one of her favorite things that she hangs on to. So it's a wonderful moment to get to see the players interact. It's great when we were at Mount Clemens to see all the youth teams coming up. Um, it's just probably my favorite part. I love the game on the ice, but just to see these amazing athletes interact with young women and inspire them is a fantastic thing. So come on out. You probably can't order something off the website and get it in time. So if you do need to buy something, there will be a couple of things, but do remember if you go out to MichiganWomen'sHockey.com and you click, there is the site that you can order from right there. So if you want some new swag, make sure you get it. Again, I've been wearing the hat because it's fantastic. I took a lot of flack for it as I was in Louisiana over the holidays. So SEC country, they didn't like it very much, but I pointed out it was women's hockey, and they had to say that was cool. So
I love it.
anything else at this moment that you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I'm excited to get back on the ice tonight for practice. We'll see you on
Absolutely.
Sunday, and yeah, we'll be back at Regents Field next week. I'm excited to be downtown and just
Yeah,
feel the energy. There's really good energy on campus right now, so I'm hoping that we can capitalize on that and have a good turnout on Sunday. I saw right before we hopped on that the football program announced what their parade and celebration was going to be. So that looks like it's on Saturday. So if anybody's got time on Sunday and they want to come check out Yost and be a part of something special, the doors open, and we look forward to seeing a great group of people and a lot of hockey jerseys in the stands.
absolutely. Yeah, if you're coming down for the weekend for that parade, please hang out an extra day. Come to Yost, and as Ned says, as Coach Ned says, we promise you some of the best seats in the house. So make sure that you get in there, and that should still be a little bit of that sunlight coming through the glass at Yost, which is beautiful. You don't get to see that often because it's more night games, but check that out. So we'd like to thank everyone. Thank you for hopefully everyone have a fantastic New Year. We want to thank Regents Field. Again, hopefully we'll be back there next week. We want to thank the Michigan Podcast, who just tweeted out one of our previous shows, and thank you for all the work they do supporting the amazing women athletes of the University of Michigan. Thank you to all of you for watching, your interest in supporting this team. We'd love to see everyone out there. 4 o'clock this Sunday, Yost Ice Arena, and make sure, again, it's just a month and 8 days left of the regular season. So make sure you get out, see this team, and cheer them on. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your evening.